Ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's begin with the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, everyone. It is September 1st. Welcome to the Shawnee County Board of County Commissioners. I'm Aaron Mays. I represent District 3, currently serving as chairman. On my left is Commissioner Bill Rippon, representing District 1, and on my right is Commissioner Kevin Cook, representing District 2. Good morning to both of you.
Morning.
All right, let's get started. Madam Clerk, first item, please.
First item is item 3, consent agenda.
We have 6 items on the consent agenda today. If there's no objections, I'll move for approval.
Second.
Motion's been made by Commissioner Mays, seconded by Commissioner Cook. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Next item, please.
Item 4, new business. A, County Clerk, number 1, consider all voucher payments.
Okay, under District Court, Coverage 1, Inc., $11,052.35 is for maintenance on court storage devices. Under Debt Service and Sewer Districts, Kansas State Treasurer, electronic fund transfer totaling $5,222,343.75 is for bond and interest payment on GO bonds. Under Election Commissioners, Election System and Software LLC, invoice totaling $42,250 is for express poll software and maintenance support. Total vouchers as of August 31st, 2022, $5,903,785.65. If there's no questions or comments, I would move for approval of the vouchers.
Second.
Motion's been made by Commissioner Rippon, seconded by Commissioner Cook. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Next item, please.
Item A2, consider correction orders.
I'll move approval of the correction orders.
Second.
Motion's been made by Commissioner Mays, seconded by Commissioner Cook. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Next item, please.
Item B, Department of Corrections, number 1, consider the authorization and execution of contract C-253-2022 with Alpha Media to provide recruit plans for the Health Department and the Department of Corrections from September 1 through November 30 at a cost of $14,850. Health Department, wait, hold it. It's on the second page. Sorry about that. Page 2. Health Department, $14,850 and $20,040 for the Department of Corrections, with funding to be paid through each department's budgets. Take it away, Teresa.
Good morning, Commissioners. Teresa Fisher, Health Department. I am not Brian Cole, but I'm going to step in, and we worked on this together. So we both worked with Alpha Media for marketing plans to help with our vacancies for both the Department of Corrections and the Health Department. We both have a variety of needs and staffing that has long since been unfilled. And so we do have both of our representatives, Tim and Lindsay, that are here today that would be happy to answer any questions about our separate marketing plans that we've developed with them.
Any questions?
Much needed jobs, and hopefully we can get these filled. So good luck to Alpha Media, and look forward to working with you.
Yeah. I guess I will move approval then.
Second.
Motion's been made by Commissioner Mays, seconded by Commissioner Rippon. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Commissioner.
Teresa. Next item, please.
Item C, Public Works, number 1, consider awarding bid to Bettis Asphalt and Construction Company, Inc. of Topeka, Kansas for a pavement cold mill and overlay project Southwest 57th Street from Topeka city limits to South Topeka Boulevard at a cost of $99,221.13, and authorization and execution of contract C-254-2022 for same. The project will be funded using the 2022 Public Works operating budget.
Good morning, Commissioners. Kurt Neos, Director of Public Works. The Commission approved Public Works' request to resolicit bids on July 25th for this project. Again, this project is from Southwest. This is on Southwest 57th from the Topeka city limits to South Topeka Boulevard. There will be an exception. It'll be the railroad crossing. But back on August 23rd, we re-solicited bids, received 2, the same 2 vendors that we received before. Low bid, just under $100,000, which was less than our engineer's estimate. In fact, waiting the approximately a month and a week between the lettings, it cost us about $430, which I think is a good trade-off because we got what we needed from a bid specification standpoint. So with that, I'd like you to approve the bid and authorize and execute a contract with Bettis for the work on Southwest 57th Street. Questions?
Questions for Kurt?
I have none.
I would move for approval.
Second.
All right, we've got a motion by Commissioner Rippon, a second by Commissioner Cook. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kurt. Next item, please.
Item B, Parks and Recreation, number 1, consider authorization and execution of contract C-255-2022 with Railworks Track Services LLC for repairs to the Gage Park mini train tracks, including ties and culverts. Funds in the amount of $128,900, plus any additional unit costs necessary for the project are provided by the Building Maintenance 3R Fund.
Good morning, Commissioners. John Boyd, Parks and Recreation. We are requesting your approval of this contract so that we can move forward on having the repairs done to the mini train tracks at Gage Park. We really anticipate a 3-week project, weather permitting, and we'll get that done after we shut down for the season this fall and be ready for spring. Questions?
Any questions?
Just about the replacement of the train, when's that anticipated?
Still on schedule. I checked this morning. We're still on schedule for sometime in February.
Okay.
Okay.
If no other questions, I would move for approval.
A second. Motion's been made by Commissioner Rippon, seconded by Commissioner Mays. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0.
Thanks.
Thank you. Next item, please.
Item D2, consider authorization and execution of contract C-256-2022 with JP Construction for the renovation of the men's restroom at the Invista Softball Complex, utilizing $150,825 from the Building Maintenance 3R Fund.
Good morning, Commissioners. Tim Laurent, Shawnee County Parks and Recreation. So we've been up here with this project a couple of times, but we're asking to enter into this agreement with JP Construction so we can get this men's restroom renovated at the Invista Complex. We'll begin here hopefully in October if approved, and we'll have it completed in late February and be ready for next year, the start of games. So be happy to answer any questions.
Any questions? No? All right, I'll move for approval then.
Second.
Motion's been made by Commissioner Mays, seconded by Commissioner Cook. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Next item, please.
Item D3, consider authorization and execution of contract C-257-2022 with the Greater Topeka Rowing Development Association to set out the conditions for a fall regatta at Lake Shawnee. Expenses are offset by special event fees totaling $700 to be deposited into the Building Maintenance Fund.
Good morning again, Commissioners. Tim Laurent, Parks and Recreation Department. This is our annual fall regatta that the Rowing Association puts on. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you may have.
Questions? Tim, how long has it been since they had one of these? It seems like
They've
it's
been offering it every year, but
have they?
they've been struggling to get enough teams to compete. So we're
Okay.
hoping they can turn it around this year.
Okay, great. Well, I'll move for approval.
Second.
Motion's been made by Commissioner Mays, seconded by Commissioner Cook. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0.
Thank you.
Thanks, Tim. Next item, please.
Item E, Solid Waste, number 1, consider request to reclassify the commercial container maintenance positions, PCNs SW 1080B and SW 1072 from FSM SCA, pay range 205 to 207. Funding from this request will come from the 2022 solid waste budget, which is 100% user fee funded and not taxpayer supported.
Good morning, Commissioners. Steve Cullen, Shawnee County Solid Waste. We are coming before you regarding 2 CDL required positions that are currently in grade pay range 205. We want to move those up to pay range 207, which will then put all of our CDL required positions in the same pay range. The commercial container maintenance position is extremely important, as all positions, but it definitely is a big difference for our improvements for our commercial business. The big catch-up is the lower pay versus having a CDL and much higher jobs, paying jobs out there. The annual financial increase for this proposal is $9,654 and would come from the 2022 Solid Waste Collections operational budget, which is 100% fee funded and no taxpayer support. I also wanted to share that both the bargaining unit and the HR are in agreement. I stand for any questions.
The $9,000, is that per job or is that combined?
That is combined.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
great. Any other questions?
I would move for approval.
Second.
All right, we've got a motion by Commissioner Rippon, seconded by Commissioner Cook. Those in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion passes 3-0. Thank you. Next item, please.
Item 5, public comment.
I don't have anyone signed up for public comment. Is there anyone from the public wishing to speak today? Seeing none, next item.
Item 6, administrative communications.
Any administrative communications?
Good morning, Commissioners. Dusty Nichols, Emergency Management. September is National Preparedness Month, and just want to take the opportunity to let everyone know that this is the month that we need to kind of look at our lives and our businesses, find those things that could threaten them, whether natural or man-made, and start preparing for those. There's good websites, specifically ready.gov, www.ready.gov, that gives ideas on how to build a kit, stay informed, make a plan, and then you can be more prepared for those events that could happen to your family or your business. So we really encourage people this month to take a look at business continuity. If you own a small business here, we've experienced a lot of those opportunities over the past couple of years. So maybe you have a better idea what you need to protect and how to protect it. So September, National Preparedness Month. This is the month to kind of take a look at it before the event happens. So that's all I got.
Thank you.
Hello again, Steve Collins, Shawnee County Solid Waste. I'd like to take this opportunity to remind the commissioners and the general public that due to the upcoming Labor Day holiday, the solid waste office will be closed on Monday. We do have a revised pickup schedule for next week. Monday, customers will be picked up on Tuesday. Tuesday and Wednesday, customers will be picked up on Wednesday. And Thursday and Friday, customers' pickup day will remain the same. The second part of that is this coming Saturday, we have our household hazardous waste facility. Will be open from 9 a.m. to noon, and the address is 131 Northeast 46th. Hope to see everybody there. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, Commissioners. Stephanie Kuhlman, Shawnee County Commission Office. The September County Connections newsletter has been published to the website. It is very easy to find. You'll start off at the Shawnee County homepage, which is www.snco.us. Up at the top, you'll find the department's drop-down menu. You'll select Commission, which takes you to the homepage, and you'll click on the link Newsletter. Velma K. Paris was elected as a Shawnee County Commissioner in 1980 and was re-elected in 1984 and then again in 1988. She had a reputation for being forthright and highly motivated. Paris believed all government officials should set high standards for their work, and the easiest way to do that was to aim to do the right thing. As a result of her declining health, Paris retired as commissioner in 1993. A few years later, the Shawnee South Community Center was named after her. Paris was chosen for her civic commitments and involvement with many social services agencies. Velma was the second of 3 women elected as Shawnee County Commissioner at that time. Last month, Velma's daughter, Jeneth Hoover, reached out to Parks and Rec because she wanted to donate some awards and plaques that Velma had received over the years. The community center didn't have a proper way to display the items, so Parks and Rec had a display case installed. Susan Hensler, Shawnee County Recreation Superintendent, said, This has been a nice project that reminded me of the role model Velma was to young professional women when I was starting my career at Shawnee County. Shawnee County Milestones are employees that are celebrating work anniversaries in 5-year increments. Andrew Johnson and Todd Nettleton have been with the county for 25 years, and Tracy Frost with Public Works has been with the county for 35 years. Congratulations to all these employees in August celebrating work anniversaries. Today at 11:30 a.m., join us for the Deer Creek Trail Extension ribbon cutting. The ceremony will take place at Dornwood Park, right behind the spray park, and will include a bicycle ride and groundbreaking for the final stretch of trail needed to connect Shawnee County's trail system across the community. Some other upcoming events in September. Monday, September 5th is Labor Day, so all county offices will be closed. Tuesday, September 13th, there's a lunch and learn about getting a good night's sleep. Thursday, September 29th, we will have the Hills Bark Park ribbon cutting at 11:30 a.m. And September 30th is the mobile mammography from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. just in the main courthouse parking lot. Shawnee County is hosting a golf tournament to benefit United Way on Friday, October 7th at the Lake Shawnee Golf Course. This is open to the public. The deadline to register is September 30th. Check out all the news, stories, and videos in the September County Connections newsletter. Thank you.
Tim Laurent, Parks and Recreation Department. I feel like I'm starting to make a habit of coming up here and announcing these things, but today I would like to recognize Susan Fowler Hensler. Susan is retiring. Her last day is actually tomorrow, this Friday. We'll be having a reception from 1 to 3 out at Lake Shawnee at Shelter House number 3. So Susan has been with the department for 33 years. She's retiring as our recreation program superintendent. I spoke yesterday to a group of about 140 or 150 ladies, professionals in the Kansas Recreation Parks Association at our Women's Leadership Summit. And I gave a very lengthy, I think I embarrassed Susan a little bit, but a very lengthy opening speech all about Susan and the impact she's had on our department, and which is immeasurable. I mean, she's been such a wonderful representative of Shawnee County and Shawnee County Parks and Recreation. She was, when I came here about 3.5 years ago, just a tremendous aid to me, very helpful, very kind, very energetic, and she's continued that this whole time. So we're definitely going to miss Susan and wish her well in her retirement. I don't know if you'd like to say anything, but come on up.
Well, good morning. I do want to say that, you know, this has been a good gig for 33 years. My kids grew up thinking all I really do is talk to everybody whenever we go to the grocery store or anything. So I've been known to take registrations while dropping off kindergartners at school and things like that. So it has been an awesome opportunity and a career. I've always said that Parks and Rec is quality of life long before that became a trendy phrase to say. So I'm very proud of not only the physical health improvements to our community, but the mental health. But it's been really nice the last few weeks, people reaching out to me, and I realize how much Parks and Rec has created family memories, you know, whether it's kids that came to camp or lifeguards or counselors, but well, really part of everybody's life. And so what Parks and Rec does is very important to the community and couldn't happen without support of the commissioners. And I was very thrilled to meet Vilma K. Paris's daughter the other day. And just wanted to let you know that Don McWilliams of the Boys and Girls Club, who we lease the Vilma K. Paris Center out to, is going to have Jenith come and talk to the kids about public service and how her mom, was just an ordinary person that picked up the drum and made a difference in the community. So I just wanted to say thank you to the commissioners for the support for Parks and Recreation.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else? Commissioner Rippon.
I'd just like to, again, thank Susan for all of her years of service, and we so appreciate everything you've done, so thank you very much.
Commissioner Rippon? Or Commissioner Cook?
No, I don't have anything else. Thank you.
All right. I've got a few things. So I know that yesterday was Commissioner Archer's funeral. It was a very nice service. Several of our staff members got up and spoke. It was really nice. Again, send our condolences to his family. As Stephanie mentioned, we do have a ribbon cutting and a groundbreaking at 11:30 today. My understanding is that the parking will be near the Dornwood Park splash pad for that trail extension. Again, 11:30 for that. So hope everybody can come and sweat with us. Tonight, big night downtown. Eats and Beats. They've got Soul Rebel and the Beast playing at 6:30 tonight. Also tonight is Washburn's first football game of the year. I believe tailgating starts at 4, so get there early. And then tomorrow night's First Friday. So lot happening starting tonight, leading into the weekend. Should be a fun Labor Day. And speaking of Labor Day, no meeting on Monday, no work on Monday for those of you who are county employees. So that's all I've got. Next item, please.
Item 7, executive session.
We do have a need for executive session today, so I will move that we go into executive session for a period not to exceed 30 minutes for the following reasons. 10 minutes will be to discuss employer-employee negotiations, whether or not in consultation with the representative or representatives of the public body or agency, specifically to discuss negotiations with AFSCME. Second reason for consultation with an attorney for the public body or agency which would be deemed privileged in the attorney-client relationship, specifically to discuss legal requirements regarding certain services. That's for another 10 minutes. And then for consultation with an attorney for the public body or agency which would be deemed privileged in the attorney-client relationship, specifically for contract negotiations involving Stormont-Vail Event Center. That's another 10 minutes. So 30 minutes total. No action is expected following this executive session. That's my motion.
Second.
Motion's been made by Commissioner Mays, seconded by Commissioner Rippon. Those in favor say aye. Opposed, motion passes 3-0. Let's begin at 9:30. That'll give us an opportunity to sign some stuff first. And so we'll be in executive session at 9:30. Executive session, no action was taken. We're adjourned.
Commissioner, I need a